in the area of math, English, physical education, science, health, and then elective. High school graduation requirements and A through G requirements for college are pretty closely aligned. All freshmen will begin to chip away at these requirements by taking their 6 required courses. Remember that classes are a year long. You must have 6 classes. We do have honors and AP classes when appropriate. We do have some options for 0 period and for e-learning, which are our online classes. When considering an elective, we do encourage you to start or continue on your world language path, consider a visual performing art class, or start a career pathway. We also encourage those of you that are looking to engage in some dual enrollment college credit to consider our dual enrollment program. On the pink sheet that you've received, it's broken into 3 steps. We will start by talking about step 1 first, where your required courses go. Your required courses are listed on the back of the pink sheet, as well as any additional forms you might have to fill out for special programs. Every course is described in great detail under our course manual, which can be found by scanning this QR code or by going to our Katella High School Counseling website. You can also find the AP application and the e-learning application form through the QR codes on this site. A suggested course plan for freshmen is outlined, as well as the different courses offered to fulfill each requirement for you to choose from. You're going to go ahead and open your eCadence and go to the counseling corner. Once you're in the counseling corner, you're going to see that you have some modules that have all of the instructions and the deadlines for your class to complete this process. You'll go to the Student Success Center. It's across the top of the dashboard. Once you're in the Student Success Center, along the left-hand side dashboard, you will go to Academic Planner. We will start with step 1. Note this no history class for 9th graders, so we'll go straight to English. On your pink selection card, you will write out which English class you're taking, and then in the drop-down menu of the Academic Planner, you will indicate which English class you are taking. When you click on the box, it will bring up the different courses. You'll also see the elective options that are available, and you will have a sheet that has each of those listed, as well as by scanning the QR code, you can find those classes. Part of the elective options include our pathway programs. Those go across multiple years, typically 2 to 3 years to complete the pathway, but every student at least has to take 1 year. But as a reminder, you have all 4 years to satisfy your requirements as far as your CTE, your visual and performing art, and any world language you'll be taking. So don't feel pressured to cram it all into your 9th grade year. You'll notice that we have multiple pathways. We have 14 of them, and you can read up on each one of them by going to our course selection manual. Our dual enrollment program is a partnership we have with Fullerton and Cypress Community Colleges. Students that want to earn college credit while they are in their freshman year can start next year by taking the College Career Success class in the fall and the History of Rock Music class in the spring. You will find the information about this in the course selection manual, and you will note it on step 3 of your pink sheet. If you decide that you want to take the counseling class and the History of Rock class, please note that it's required that you participate in 0 period, and the class meets twice a week, meaning you will have to provide your own transportation to arrive to campus at 7:10. On Mondays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, you will start school at 2nd period. You must take health over the summer or an e-learning next year if you are going to participate in this program. You will also indicate that in step 3 of your course selection card, and you will add the summer course under the academic planner in summer courses, which you'll find right below your 9th grade classes. If you take the History of Rock class, please note you will be earning your visual and performing art credit through that 1 semester class. I've indicated here where you mark on step 3 that you're interested in this course. Now I'm going to discuss the 0 period options for students in their freshman year. There are 4 classes. The reason you might take a 0 period is to make some room in your schedule, so you can participate in additional programs like AVID, athletics, visual and performing art, complete a pathway, earn the seal of biliteracy. You'll find more information on this in page 12 of your course selection guide, but the 4 courses that are available for freshmen are photo, marching band, JROTC, and cheer. Cheer does require an audition for you to be accepted. Marching band requires that you also take the band class as your elective. You will earn PE credit for the PE marching band class, and if you take the JROTC with drill during the day, you will earn your PE credit through your drill course. You will mark yes or no about taking a 0 period on step 3 of your course selection. All of the options in step 3, 0 period, embedded dual enrollment, and e-learning are options. No one is required to take any of those. Everyone's required to do step 1 and step 2, but step 3 are options. Now we'll take a look at what you should have in step 2 of your card, where you will indicate your first choice elective. Step 1 of your card, you will have a line for 1 elective. Put the one you absolutely really want the most in that spot. In step 2, you will add 3 additional electives, which you'll gather from the white sheet that you've been given or that you have scanned on the QR code. Those would be the options in case you don't get your first choice elective. So make sure those are still classes that you would be interested in, because you may not get your first choice elective. Now, how do we select our electives? So you're only going to enter 1 into eCadence. You'll just put your very first choice, the one you've listed in step 1. That's what we would call your primary elective. But you need to have the 3 alternate electives written down on your pink course selection card. Now let's go back up to step 1 and talk about your options for English. All 9th graders will take English. We have a traditional English class. We have an English Ethnic Studies course, which is also available online through our e-learning program. So indicate if you'd like to take that online by scanning the QR code. You'll notice it is an e-learning class on the drop-down menu in eCadence because it has a big E before the name. We also have an English 1 honors course, an English film course, which is for students that are interested in doing more than just the normal reading and writing and analysis. This is for students that want to also add film critique and film projects to their regular English class. This is a class for students that like to work in groups and have an aptitude for doing long-term group projects. We also have Puente English. Application is required, and if you get selected for the program, you'll be added in. You do not have to sign up for it today. You just need to fill out the application and we will move you to that specific course. If you decide to take an e-learning class, which remember English 1 Ethnic Studies is offered in e-learning, you are required to do the additional form. I will say that multiple times. Anything extra like an AP or an e-learning class does require an additional application. There are about 11 e-learning classes that are available for 9th grade students, and they are listed here as well as in your course selection manual. This is what it should look like once you have selected your English course. You'll have it written on your pink card. You'll also have it in your eCadence. Notice that this student has selected an online English class. See the E in parentheses? That's how you know it's online. So if you do not want an online class, make sure that you do not have the E with the parentheses. But because this student selected that, they also had to indicate it on step 3. Now let's look at math. Math classes, there are 2 options for 9th graders. There's regular or honors. You will add which course you're taking, both in eCadence, and you will write it on your card. Then we have our life science. All 9th graders take a science course. There's Living Earth. There's a Living Earth online, which again requires the form. There's an honors Living Earth, and then there's an environmental Living Earth. We also require all 9th graders to take physical education. If you are going to play a sport, you will just put regular PE. If you want to write the sport next to it, you can, but you are not going to be moved into that sport until you make the team. We also have a dance PE program. You don't have to have any previous experience, and this class is available to both males and females. If you are in our marching band, you get PE credit for marching band, but remember you also have to take a band class as your elective. And there is JRTC drill for PE credit as well. All 9th graders must complete a health class. Most students will just take it during the regular school day, health, career, finance, technology. If you want to do it online, you can fill out the form to do it online. If you are doing it during the summer, make sure that you indicate that in eCadence and that you are completing another program. That's why you are doing it during the summer. Like you are in our AVID program, you're in ASB, you are doing choir, some other special program. It's not just to have a short day. You still have to have 6 classes in your schedule. This is what it will look like when you are completely done. You will have the whole top part of this card filled out in step 1 and in step 2. Those courses from step 1 are going to be entered in eCadence. You only put one elective in eCadence. That is your very first choice. Step 2 will have your second choice, third choice, and fourth choice just written on the card. We will enter those into Aries on your behalf. You will need to be done with this process by Friday, February 14th, and we will be coming back to your junior high to collect the information at that time. Please note that we have a parent night tomorrow night at 6 p.m. All parents and students are invited to the Catella Theater, and we will answer any questions you might have.